day close. Death of self, die daily. Spiritual death, spiritual suffering, spiritual Israel, spiritual bride. So thank you for the bride. Thank you, blessings. Thank you, Father, for the, we'll try not to be less, we'll actually try to be abundant. Not just survive, but try to thrive. So there are ways to do it. The whole paradigm of shortage has been created, but said you would provide abundance, bounty, and our baskets would be overflowing, that you have given to me. So thank you, Father, for that. This ministry is definitely documentation, historical documentation, that we just didn't stand around and say nothing, right? It's the ministry, is the body. So thank you for that. All things after your counsel. Create all things, do all things for your own pleasure. You create everything not written, everything that ever was, everything that ever will be, everything that ever, just knowing that you already chose from the foundation of the world who will be vessels of wrath, fitted for destruction. From the foundation of the world, so it was already created. We're just seeing an unwinding of your writings, either by self-will, because you know what we're going to do, or your will. Thy kingdom come, your will be done. So, knowing that, it's always been in your hands, right? You're the creator, the writer, the author. We become the editor. Can blot our name out of the book of life like he blotted out the handwriting of Colossians, the ordinances and rituals and celebrations and feasts and fines and sacrifices, and now made it spiritual. The word is prognosko, to have foreknowledge of. So seeing there's no luck, no chance. Thank you for that, Father. No one's going to do anything to me that you don't want them to do to me. As long as I don't seek vengeance, then it's my own agape, personal Jesus, if you will. You will. See? That's self-will. Pornea. There's only pornea and agape. Remember, it says the end of the days, their agape will be pornea. Idolatria, they'll serve their dirt and not serve the word. Father's Hokadesh, that is the word ghost. Ghost. Ghost is Hokadesh. Father is spirit, not flesh. Christ is the word in flesh. I come in my Father's Shem, his agape. I am. He said, before Abraham was, I am. So we know he is Father in flesh. Hokadesh, three separate. Not some Catholicism, Trinity, Satanism. All this religion following the man, mammon traditions of men, not the one who hung from a tree. They have their satanic Jesus that hung from a cross. Nobody hung from crosses, you liar. You demon. That's what a demon is a liar. So you can't fix stupid. Father doesn't create most people to Many are called with oligos. It says O-L-I-G-O-S, oligos are chosen. Remember, they whipped him. Remember, they whipped him, striped masters at torture. Couldn't hang a Roman citizen. Remember, it couldn't leave them hanging on the Sabbath. If the birds didn't come peck your eyes out, eat the earwax out of your ear. Jesus is Satan. You don't know what you're talking about. You better figure out who I am is. There's no Jesus. There's no J's. I rebuke Jesus Christ, the Satan, the sun god, birthed on December 25th in the middle of the winter. That's Satan. These people are spun on another Jesus. They don't even read the accepted text. They read the rejected, and texts were not canonized, not defined. They have no definition in them. Aletheia is the truth. It's not in them. They're Satanists, they're Christians and Mormons and Catholics and Protestants and Presbyterians and Baptists, Calvinists, the isms, Mormonism, insanity, Christianity, they're all isms. They're all vain. That means worthless. Like he said in the book of Jeremiah, all their traditions. Remember, even Paul said another, if you want to use that Satanist term, another Jesus. There's only one gospel. You change a jot, that's the other gospel. And another Jesus, as he said, 99% of the people that Father created are evil. They're just act nice, like they know something. They don't know aletheia. They have no definition. They study another rejected. Hundreds of versions. You're not studying the accepted 12th century version. Get out of here. Go away from me. You swine, vain, religious swine. He said, rebuke you with the light. Judge you. Oh, you're not supposed to judge. Get out of here. Get away from me. You don't own a concordance. You don't study at all. That's how you're going to prove your worthiness, is by this. Hell is no knowledge. No knowledge is the word hell. Hell's not below your feet. Heaven's not above your head. It's not 2025. Wake up, you Satanist. You go after another Jesus and another gospel and have your name blotted out if you, by self-will, not free will, no luck, no chance. Father chose who will have their names written in that book of life at the Lamb's wedding feast. Remember, blood, with blood that they, what? On the hearts of the bride, sprinkled with that blood that he paid with, striped, stuck them, remember? They stuck them like they were going to eat them, like some mass haze to eating human flesh. Yeah, Christ's mass, that's Satan, the sun god, Mithra. Remember? We came up with that on the stream last night. The Cheetophile. Yeah, the Cheetophile in chief. How you like that? Mr. Warp Speed. His 58-story tower decorated with Satan, the sun god, Mithra. Mithra. That's Satan, born in a manger on December 25th. Satan. 2025 Jesus. There is no 2025. There is no Jesus. There is no devil. There is no Lucifer. There's no planet. Nobody's on a planet. Where the hell do you get that from? Hell's not below your feet. Earth's not below your feet. Heaven's not above your head. See, you speak like the earth. Dirt. Old Mr. Warp Speed's on it too with his space. All of them are. I told you 99% of people who walk this rock enter through the wide gate. That they go to hell. That's where no knowledge. Abyss. Abyss is the word bathos, busos, or bis. My people shall perish for lack of a bathos, abusos, abyss. Well, busos, bathos, bis. Abyss or abathos or abusos is the word hell. But you don't study it all, do you? Oh, they can't be doing this to all of us. Yes, they are. It's not 2025. Grow up. So, look at, we got JoJo. He's two Joe Bidens. He's fucking himself. But I want to have the name Joe right now. Or Brandon, let's go, Brent. How about their two cheeks to the same hole, two wings to the same dragon? Joe, you're not going to make it in here. He said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, no fiery darts. Speaking of your vile, vain. That's all right. Remember, nobody's going to do anything to me that Father didn't want them to do. You're just an idiot child. This is an adult stream. You can see your way out of here. When lights come on outside, children are not meant to be seen or heard. Go away. Maybe Father will turn the lights on for you. But guess what? He already chose who's a child of darkness and who's a child of light. They were chosen from the foundation of the world. Nobody's going to do anything to me that Father didn't already write. Remember, he said, create everything not written, everything that ever will be. I create Isaiah 45:7. I create evil. Yeah, he creates evil. Father creates evil. You're just an idiot. So get away from me, stinky, earthly little beans. Beans, like you're an alien. There's no such thing as alien as a bean. Let's get rid of JoJo here. Like I said, he's got him going on twice the evil, right? Lesser of two evils? No, twice as evil. Twice as 8 up. How about 16 up? You know what that is? You can't do math, can you, huh? Mexican American. Smells like some American. The American. And kick the can down the road. Anything say and do will be used against you because it don't matter. Evidentiary standpoints. Discovery. How about that? Right of discovery, expression of evidence. No, JoJo doesn't need God's love. JoJo is a vessel wrath fitted for destruction for the foundation of the world. Father already chose who's going to be goats and who's going to be sheep. He showed everybody the narrow way, but JoJo's swine. You can smell him by his stinky pig. He said, well, pigs, people in government or people who support government or people who support any kind of depression or suppression. Father hates that. Remember, taxes, Christ, he whipped the people selling the doves at the altar. Remember, you had to have 2 turtle doves, turned over the money changer Tavia. He got physical. Not like Olivia Newton-John, let's get physical. Oh, I just went there and you can't stand it, can you? You don't like it. It don't matter. I'm not here to be loved by the world. He said, if you're loved by the world, you'll be hated by my Father. So I hope the world hates you. It's a refiner's fire. You have to put it in a long, hot press, long, like a crucible, like crucified, suffer, like they hung him from a tree. It was hung from crosses. These are idiots, worldly idiots. So JoJo is not in him. Can't turn a goat into a sheep. It's not possible. He already chose from the foundation of the world. Who's going to be a goat, right? Greatest of all time. Yeah. Turn down for what? Turn up, turn down. That's a birth. You're just too Under Armour. You have an idiot to understand what they're doing in front of your face. They play visual and verbal voodoo with you. They sting you as a child and start drinking tap water and go to school, get school, and go with the flow, right? Oh, we got stung by the spelling bee, and Kirstead and cursive, and oh yeah, they do all these things to you. Play, I told you, visual and verbal voodoo with you. Play tell eyes to your vision. Yeah, Operation Mockingbird. You know, the Communist News Network, you know, all these MSLSD and always broadcasting crap news, you know, all this lame stream parrot like a mockingbird media. I know. It's like, what are you talking about? We're talking about life as we know it under the book of Revelation. Welcome to Revelation. Welcome to the last pages in Scripture. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Check it out on the prison bus. Might go to jail, but guess what? It's all in Father's hands. Or I'm out of here. Like no birthday next year. Not supposed to celebrate birth or anything. Don't celebrate on a calendar, especially some orgy, pagan. It's not 2025, you lunatic. Oh, wow, we went to the moon, remember? Got schooled and went to the, hey, those are pretty nice waves there, NASA. Hey, NASA, would you like to explain the occurrence of air bubbles and the lunar waves? What's this guy talking about? Remember the top scientist for NASA was a Nazi. Oh, remember NASA, not a straight answer. Not a space agency or whatever, their international swim station, whatever they got going there. Gods in the sky, they're ball gods, Apollo mission. The sun god, like the Cheeto puff and file. Oh, the commander in Cheeto. Oh, wait, no, he's the, what do we call him? He's a Cheetophile. Hashtag that out. Because we do things on this ministry that no other ministry does, but it's Father doing it, not us. He's creator of all things, everything not written, everything that ever will be. So he's doing it. If not, you're an idolater. Yeah. He said, if I didn't call out to the hearts, you're not doing it. Which our hearts are continuously filled with wickedness. Not one of us would, not one. What are you on? Here we go. We got another drug pusher. Cassie's a drug pusher. I'm on the Shiloh. I'm waiting for the redemption of the lambs. I'm on the word. What are you on? Dirt. You love dirt. You love your eyes. Anything you see is the service of the eyes. That's an idolater. That's what it sounds like to me. Like you're serving some snakes of a pole, been fooled by like sorcery. There's the word pharmakia. You just don't have any definition in you. It's not in you. You don't like it. I'm trying to encounter. I will eventually. So we got some rain gutters out here. So smart to save your water. Good call. See, I'll answer questions like that. There we go. That happens, Lois. You're supposed to be separated, remember? You'd be in prison, not loved by the world. If you deny me in front of your friends and your family and your social space, this modern day dialect, if we will, then I'll deny you in front of my Father. So, yeah, they don't like you. They do. They throw you aside. Your friends hate you and your family hates you. That's where theolobo, to be pushed on both sides. Theolobo. You pushed down for a long time before you'll ever fit through that straight gate. So straight is the way, right? Straight is the gate. Narrow is the way. Narrow is the word hados. That's to be in the same narrow way. He said narrow, same narrow way, because of press. Long suffering, he said, like fire. You must be like gold and silver. Remember John at the island of Patmos, the gold mines. We must be refined. So people don't want the word. Remember, it's not in them. Can't help them. Can't turn a goat into a sheep. Father already chose at the wedding feast of the lambs, who from the foundation of the world, who be his names called out in that book of life. Lambs. So, can't turn a goat into a sheep. There'll be no goats at the wedding feast of the lambs. So we got the spam. Japanese spam over here, I guess. John 3:16, the most bastardized and raped scripture ever. Lollipop Christians, which are Satanists, Catholic Satanists, Presbyterian Satanists, Protestant Satanists, Calvinist Satanists. If you had a jot Satanist, add a tittle Satanist, add a thought Satanist, Antichrist, not the Antichrist, not the seventh king that's being revealed as the eighth right now as we speak, is a spiritual. There is no physical. There's a spiritual Israel, spiritual bride, spiritual covenant, spiritual 144,000, the elect that he chose. White, black, brown, red, yellow, Jew, Gentile, man, and woman. All flesh. Not everybody. Olegas. Fit through the straight gate. You get pushed down through a narrow way to fit through. Broad was the way that leads to the wide gate that leads to hell. Most people are in hell already because hell's the word no knowledge. This, already covered this once. Bathos. Now I'm going to cover it again twice. Busos. Those are the three words that mean knowledge. He said, my people shall perish for lack of knowledge. Bis, bothos, basos, busos. Knowledge. Hell's not below your feet. Hell's the word no knowledge. You're in hell already, aren't you? The empty space in your head. So that's right. You must endure to the end. He said, sozo. Sozo, to be carried, lifted from beginning point to an ending point. This is the Greek word salvation, or to be saved. So we must endure the end to be saved. So nobody's been saved. You can't be saved. Rebuke anybody who says they've been saved. You're an idiot child. Get away from me, you stinky swine. Can't be saved. Have to be baptized by blood. Long suffering, not water. Bapto or baptizo. It's a halakha ritual. You don't study at all, do you? So most of these people study the wrong text. Like John 3:16, to believe in Christ, you can't believe in Jesus. You can't believe in Bigfoot. You can't believe in aliens. That's not what the word believe means. You didn't go to school at all, did you? Or you didn't listen. I didn't, but then I learned after school. Didn't go to after school. I learned after I got out of college, high school, whatever. Went to school. I didn't win, but didn't listen. I heard him, but I didn't listen. So remember, believe, it's a verb. It's not a noun. Faith's a noun. You still got to put legs on faith. Girded in my service. He said your loins. That means you got to get off your ass. Is somebody who can't be stubborn like a mule and they don't learn. They just quote a bunch of nonsense. They make no sense, like America, not even 1 penny anymore. So you collecting any of that sense? Now that makes a lot of sense to me, but never mind. We'll go on and continue with the lesson. John 3:16, to believe in Jesus. J, there's no J in Greek or Hebrew, so who the is Jesus? I rebuke you if you use that term because you're a child. There's no J's in Hebrew or Greek. J was the last letter added to the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z, and then J. What's the truth? That's the word aletheia. You just can't handle the truth. You can't believe in Jesus or Bigfoot or aliens or God. That's not what the word believe is. An action word. It's a verb. Maranatha, until I return, he said, have your loins, have your lamps trim, have extra oil, and be girded in my service. So let's get up off your ass, Jesus. 7-day Jesus, 7-day Christ. We'll use your pagan terms. There's no such thing as Christ. That's a pagan term. Comes out of paganism. 99% of the people, if you're a Christian, you're a pagan, you're a Satanist. If you're a Calvinist, you're a Satanist. You're a Mormon, you're a Satan. There's no such thing as prophecy. The modern he fulfills. Anybody can speak in one language and they can understand it in all their dialectus, glossa, tongue. I know it's alien to you. Alien is not a species or a being. Alien is a word. Alien, get out of here. See, it's time for you to go. It's not 2025. Take your 2025 alien Jesus and your big balls. The man's nuts, grab him. Or are you going to tell me Chewbacca had Wookiee with a threesome with Anakin Skywalker? Now we got Bigfoot. You take your 2 Bigfoot and your 2 big balls and get out of here. No such thing as big feet. Where does it say scripturally, where does it say there's big feet? I already said, pound them, kick rocks with those 2 big feet. He said, I'm the Petra. Keep kicking those until those turn into gravel. Keep pounding those until it turn into sand. Kick the rocks. We knew it was coming. Pound sand. Don't build your house on sinking sand. Let's go back to the future. Oh, let's go back in time. I said, kick rocks. He said, I am the Petra. Keep kicking them. Keep kicking that with your 2 big feet and take them out of here. Pound them on that rock. Go ahead. Remember, don't build your house on sinking sand. Back to the future. Let's go back in time. Don't kick rocks, right? Get out of here. Take your 2 big balls and your 2 big feet. Get out of here. Where does it say big feet? Oh, let me guess, you're on planet of the big feet. Oh, if man evolved from apes, why are there still apes? I'm not saying they're in apes, but where does it say they're big feet? Must have been hella stegosaurus. We ain't run out of oil yet. Bones don't turn to oil. Where's the monkey fossils? Oh, evolution? Or you mean extinction? We're all still here. What do you mean extinction? Extinction breeds evolution. Species flourish to spring up. Like in the spring, not in the middle of the winter. April Fools. Satan is Jesus Christ, the Son of God, birthed in the middle of the winter in a manger. Your Jesus has mange because he has breast. That's Satan, you idiot. Means you don't know what you're talking about. We got a lot more record than that, you silly little rabbit. Remember all the Akashic records? We have all the Yuga cycles. Boy, you are childish, aren't you? But that's okay. No worries. Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. Jesus is Satan, the Son of God. Wrong king, you idiot. 2 kings, 2 crowns. Remember, they're having their no crowns ritual. This is a Satanist right here. This is a Satanist because they use this Satan term that's never written in a text ever once in Hebrew or Greek. And he said, don't add a jot. And now they've added a J. Like hooked on phonics. Apparently didn't work for them. So Jesus doesn't save. You're an idiot. Save is the word sozo. Already went out of here. Get out of here, you Christian child. The robots are going to come get you. It's all those nations in the Deagle maps. You might want to study that and figure out what that's all about. I didn't make these Deagle maps up. I didn't do that. I've just studied for decades. I know it doesn't say Jesus saves his sozo. I already went over that. So please leave. Get out of here. All right, you're an idiot. You're too. And they say that. I mean, I say things, but you're just you're out of line. So you're out of here too. Yep, this isn't some religious channel. I rebuke your religion, I rebuke government, and I rebuke cops and pigs, people in government. Anybody supports pig lickers, he stood up to the cops, the government, and religion. So you don't know the Hamashiach. He didn't hang from a cross. Nobody hung from crosses. Those who say peace and safety, sudden destruction will fall on those who call out for peace, MAGA, and safety. Turbo is an absolute Satanist because Christ is the word, anointed in oil. Apparently he's got some baby oil or something. He was at the P. Diddy party. Get out of here. Those who say peace and safety, he said, do not think I came to bring peace. Peace, MAGA, Satans, those who say peace and safety, sudden destruction will come upon those who will call out with peace. Fuck peace. You're out of here. Get them out of here. You guys are Satanists. Satan means adversary. Don't add. I did by cursing, but I think that's the last thing he'll be worried about. How about not standing up to the beast? You're not really Jesus. Okay, well, those who say peace and safety, sudden destruction. You said peace. That's what was, you got it because you said peace. Christ's a pagan term. There's no J in Hebrew or Greek. And those who say peace, those, he said, do not think I came to bring peace. I came to bring a sword of division. Yeah, I know you don't. Don't put that peace sign in here. Peace is Satanist. Anybody who teach peace is antichrist. There's no peace. It's suffering. Suffering, thalipsis, tribulation. Narrow is the way, straight is the gate, broad is the way, because you ain't got no resistance that leads to hell. You're already there in your own empty space in your head. So, Christ is a pagan term. Peace is antichrist. So, you're just acting like a Satanist, and I'm correcting you. If you can't take correction, then you can leave. We're supposed to correct each other with the word. Okay, but there is no Jesus. And the story of the Hamashiach has been birthed since the Yuga cycle. I'm sure it's written in the celestial firmament, but that doesn't make it some mythology. You've been studying the wrong thing. You've been, it means whatever you want. It means technology, belief, and energy behind it. Okay, yeah, you're out of here. Get out of here with your Reiki bullshit. Goodbye, child. Turbo Christ. Oh boy, that's like some turbo tax. Get the hell out of here. Father hates taxes. Remember, he sent Christ and he whipped the people selling the doves. No fiery darts will penetrate your arbor. You're going to get whipped in here, I guarantee you. Come in here with your Satan, Jesus, transgender, borked in the middle of the winter on December 25th. Mass is the eating human flesh. That's cannibalism. Father doesn't want us to drink blood or eat humans. You guys hijack everything right back to where we were. These are the synagogues of Satan, just like they were in past days. He said, the Most High doesn't dwell in temples made by hands. The Most High does not dwell in temples made by. The body's a temple. The kingdom of heaven is within. To destroy the physical temple rituals. Remember, not a stone left upon another, all physical. Blotted out in the handwriting of ordinances of the book of Colossians 2 and 14, what's written on tablets, tables of stone, rock. What are you smoking? I'm not sure what these are people are on, but that's okay. They like to push drugs on people. They'll be fooled by pharmakia. That's what it says. Snakes of a pole, sorcery. Little forked tongue pushing. But anyways, tablets, scrolls, stone. Now it's written on tables of the hearts of bride in spiritual blood. It was a spiritual, right? Well, he paid in flesh. Now it's spirit. You just don't read. So there we go. One pushing drugs on people. Right out the gate. This is what they do. You're sick, Jesse. Do you realize that you have been programmed like an android, which is not even alive, like a virus, to push drugs like Donald Trump, who's the #1 drug dealer ever on the rock history that will go down? $2.2 trillion outpaced any real estate or block or rock deal, commercial real estate. 2.2 trillion Pfizer jab, record earnings. Get out of here, Jesse. Quit pushing your snakes up a pole on people. You'll snake oil. All right, Turbo Crisis gone. And Jesse, quit pushing drugs on people. You're a Mexican American. I know. I can smell you a million miles away. So, yeah, as the governments push more drugs on anybody than anybody else. Why do you think we're down in Venezuela? Can't compete with the drug dealers down there, huh? There are not that many drug dealers coming out of Venezuela. And you think those were drug dealers on that boat? Those were migrants. You put 11 people on a boat. Do you realize how much 150-pound man weighs worth of drugs? Probably about 250 million, 300 million. You're an idiot. Yeah, right. You got the wall instead. You got the greatest jab ever, remember? Yeah, I'm going to build the greatest wall. And then he's like, in warp speed. Ha. Here, have a wall. No, here, have a jab. And then get 5 boosters, remember? Oh, damn. These people are something else, aren't they? Mr. Warp Speed. Who's your daddy? Remember? Mr. Cheeto File. Trump that out. Trump Island, not Trumpstein Island. What are you doing, buddy? It's 4 in the morning. 4 a.m. You morning? Did you have an awake? Somebody die? Oh, they're all... Get off of me, you little silly goose. All right, we're hanging out with the puppies here. Before we got to go into the city. I'm not looking forward to going to the city. That's all right. She be what she be. So, oh, here we got more people worried about actors. That's all you think about is actors, huh? You've been sold alive on your ice baby vision. In fact, it's cold as hell. Rocket Man. Remember we were talking about the Cheeto File? Their fishing just got blown up. Oh, will they blow me away? Look at this guy. Ice. Now stop, collaborate, and listen. What's up with these people? All they do is they pop mirror, like mirror or mock parrot, Mockingbird Media. It's their life. Charlie Kirk. He's leaning a little too far to the right, a little too much to the left, and to be like a dumbass, lean to the left. Yeah. Remember an ass? Remember Donkey and the Elephant? But never mind. These people are just entertained by their television. What? Stop it. You're fine. I already let you outside. You guys are fine. You're fine, puppy dog. So, what's wrong with you? Uh-oh, Peter. Stiff Peter just entered the room. What's up, Ren Nimrod? Get behind me, Peter. Oh, wait, never mind. This guy's probably some Brokeback Mountain. What's wrong with you? That's a pretty silly thing to say when you come in a room and say to somebody. I might crush you with some words, but I won't physically assault you in any way. No, the word is Alatia, Pop and Sons. Pop, is that like soda pop or soda corn? Like a cream soda or a cream pop? As for that, in my town, you'll get, never mind. All right, anyways. Some people are just different dialect glosses. So anyways, word aletheia, remember dialect, that's the word truth. So truth, what kind of truth? I mean, there's spiritual truth, celestial truth, biblical truth. That's what I'm after, right? But they like the world, dirt, lies, vision, and that's demon. The word demonion is a liar. They can't even define this word aletheia. You said aletheia, I'll give it to you straight. Not even, no. Because it says the elect will not be fooled, but otherwise the word deceiver is the word Satan or adversary. Remember, demon or devil is the word that's not ever written in the text, so they won't. Father gave them a blind eye, they're retarded, not like a mental disability, but they've had a deaf ear. He can't, they won't, never, he can't, they won't ever. The scales will not be lifted from their eyes. That's the word apocalypse or revelation, to reveal, to pull off the lies, to reveal the aletheia truth. So no, they won't. They just run around acting like everything's okay, be nice, and they don't ever want to define anything that's in the book. So he's the word. That's the word Hokadesh. That's the aletheia truth or spirit ghost. See, there's no such thing as ghost, but they believe in ghosts. You can't believe in anything. It's an action word. Can't believe in Jesus, can't believe in ghosts, can't believe in Bigfoot, can't believe in aliens, you don't live on a planet. See, they'll always be deceived. They think they're spinning at 1,040 miles an hour on a ball, sons. Right? The sons, remember the sons of God? Those are doing the will of the Father. You can't be a son of God if you're not doing the will of the Father. That's the aletheia. That's the truth. Fallen doesn't mean from the sky. Angelos or angel is the word messenger. So an angel is a messenger by definition. See, this is just all aletheia truth, but they don't have it. It's not in them. They don't define definition. Hados, I am the Hados. Narrow translation is not transliteration, is literally no change to the Yod text or aletheia truth definition. If you leave definition, you leave the truth, right? Leave the truth, you leave definition. Either way, it doesn't, they have to go hand in hand, not translation. That's idolatry. And he divorced his bride, called her a whore in the book of Revelation. I am Pastor Revelation. This is the ministry of HD Fat, High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries, where the apocalypse is revealed daily. Here we do it. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? I'm on the Jesus juice. If you want to use the letter J, the sound hooked on, right? So people can't handle it. So people don't want the truth. Father doesn't make them want it. He said, if I didn't call out to the hearts to seek after me, and he said, I am the truth, not one of them would. See? You want to keep going? Pops and son? Once again, you like Pop-Tarts or soda tarts? You need popcorn or soda corn? I won't water it down. How about that? That's the aletheia. He said HD fat. Fat was the best meat. Giving it meat, not some watered down other gospel. So they don't want it. They want religion. They want houses made by hands. And he said he doesn't dwell in temples or houses made by hands. He destroyed the physical temple with the prophecy of no stone. Remember, they like to push drugs. I don't know if they're smoking upon another, where he destroyed the physical temple rituals, the 10 Commandments. Remember, they went to the chasms, but they don't know about the rock or anything below their feet. They think hell's below their feet. Hell's not below their feet. Hell's the word no knowledge. Earth's not below your feet. Earth's the rule. Heaven's not above your head. Heaven's the ruling class. Yeah, just pride. Remember, like a lion, pride alliance. Okay, well, did you like the definition off your own word? I just threw, I'm not a rap artist or anything like that. Continue to rap something, right? It was written on scroll tablets. I don't know what they're smoking. I'm gonna blow the house down with smoke, right? But anyways, it's okay. I'm a pop, and my son, I think the state of Oregon and Marshall Radonich killed him, but I can't get them to take a report for him. So we'll see. I'll deal with that after maybe we can get out of America. So plus, well, is my daughter. So fuck the police. You never heard a song called "Fuck the Firefighter," have you? I'm a veteran, willing to lose his life, for the country or for the cause or whatever, like a firefighter, him or her. But all cops worry about all day is officer safety. So I know I used to be one of these pigs. So people wonder why I am the way I am, because Father made me that way. So, what do you think about God? Is you like? What do you think about God? Is you like yourself? Like your brain, like your mind? Yes, Hokadesh is the word Hokadesh. That's the word spirit, scorch. Hokadesh. I know God, that's a title, but I'm your alien dialect that you're speaking here. I know what you're referring. I can translate your alien dialect into what you're saying. That's the word Hokadesh in Hebrew. That's the word spirit or ghost. So it's inside you. Yes, the still voice inside your head. That's always been there since you were a child. When you were young, you'd go take the ball off the yard. Oh, red ball, look at a ball. Oh, put that back. I look at you. That's not your ball, right? And then pretty soon you walk up and you don't realize you take that ball and that voice inside your head. You take that ball and little Jenny's mom's going to come out and whoop your, that's Father inside you. He's always been there. Not Jiminy Cricket. There's no such thing as conscious. It's called Hokadesh, spirit, ghost. So it's who I am. So that's who I am. That's still a voice inside my head. I've got a whole bunch of other voices going too, but that's just clatter. You think you need to go back outside? You were already outside like an hour ago. You were already outside an hour ago. What are you doing? Oh, walked over Dad's water bottle. I'll let you out. I've got two puppies here that like having ladies always look dead waiting to go out. So this is my dingo boy. Somebody put the baby Jesus on the windowsill and the dingo ate the baby. Did you eat the baby Jesus? He ate the baby Jesus. Hold on, let me let these puppies out. These are my good ones. Get those ears up. Yeah. I know, you hear the cows, you hear the cows, you hear the cows, you hear the cows. They hear the cows. They're just being puppies, doing what puppies do. I want to go say hi to the cows. Oh my gosh. Oh, he go to the city. I can go to the city tomorrow, but oh well. Today. Yeah, it's today. Today. Welcome to another day, one day closer to death. That was a lyric by Roger Waters. So. What's on your script? What do you write on your tablet? What are you doing? Are you serving the beast? Do you have a job with the W-2 tax dollar that you pay to kill people in other countries, and you be an accessory to murder by Megadeth, whatever you want to call it? The oil death, Mr. Warp Speed, dropped 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes, and now we're in Iran, like Wesley Clark said. Iran would be the last one of the nations. Remember the OPEC, that were in all this oil wars. Your oil daddy, Mr. P. Diddy Party, who do you think paid for the baby oil at that bed party, bath oil in Hollywood? Mr. Trumpstein Island, right? It's Trump's Island. It's not EpiPen Island or Epstein Island. It's Trump's Island. We got to include the Epstein because you got to make the pen like the EpiPen, so you include Bill and Hillary, or Billary, whatever you want to call it. Remember, lock her up. And she sat as an inaugural dinner. Him and Alex, they all made hundreds of millions of dollars in their bank accounts. So, yeah, they're all island boys and girls. They bring boys and girls to the island. It's Trump's Island, not Epstein Island. Why do people keep saying it's Epstein Island? It's Trump's Island. The Cheetophile in chief, commander, whatever you want to call him, in Queef with his Ivanka or Ivan the man shell or Melina or whatever you want to call them. They're all have Adam's apples. They shave them off or whatever. You can do portion, tell the difference between a man and a woman. Can't you? Pretty ignorant if you don't know how to tell the difference. I don't care what they're wearing or they got a brooch or shoulder pads. You can tell we're portioned different. I'm a military veteran. We don't even have the same physical military standard in the military. So what the hell are you talking about? You can't tell the difference between, yeah. People don't even know their ass from a hole in the ground. Can they tell the difference between ass is somebody who can't learn? Hole in the ground, 2 cheeks to the same hole, 2 wings to the same dragon. They can't tell the difference. Father created one race, the human race, man and woman. But anyways, moving on up. Remember, to the top, Mr. Warp Speed and Ivan and Manshell and Joe. They're all island boys. They bring boys and girls to the island. So hashtag that out around the world. He's the Cheetophile. We came up with that yesterday's stream. So why are you so afraid? If you're afraid, go to church. Where there are 2 or 3 gathered in my Agape, there I'll be in their midst. That's church. So he'll never leave you. The promise of the rainbow is, I've seen enough of this hokey pokey. Turn yourself around. I'm bringing the fire. But remember the promise, he'd never leave you. Well, he used to visit one day behind the veil, just one day. Now he's with you all the time. But he's only in the hearts of the bride. So don't worry about it. You don't have to go to a temple made by hands. The synagogues of Satan, that's what they are today. Satan's the adversary, and they don't study not even one word, not really in any kind of text. And, well, the gospel. How about another gospel? If you add a word, a jot, a yod, a tittle, a thought, idolatry, that's another gospel. Another Jesus Paul spoke. If you want to use the letter J, there's no J. There's no Jesus. That doesn't exist in text. But you keep adding to this translated dialect, glossa, transgender Jesus dialect that you got going. You're alien Jesus. Remember, alien is foreign. So, the hell, who is J Jesus? That's not a letter ever written in the text. So, Texas Receptus, you can go to the Texas Receptus. Yeah, that's how it works. Die to self daily. Who shall ever come after me? Let them deny themselves daily. Death to self, spiritual death. Suffer. That's just the yearning that you have to, but you can't. You have to endure the end to be saved. Remember, nobody's been saved. You have to die to be saved. And it hasn't been the wedding feast of the Lambs who'll pick up his purchased possession and the ones he saved. Can't be saved. So you have to endure to the end. And me too. I want to die. But I have to live another 50 plus years if he makes me. Remember, my day of death's already written. I'm not bound by fate or law. I'm not lawless, but difference between legal and lawful. But obviously, I'm, well, dialect and, you know, legal dialect. But, anyways, legal or logistical or never mind. It's mind over matter. Anyways, it's all fraud. It's a kangaroo court. But, yeah, die daily to self, take up your cross daily. Nobody hung from crosses, but it's a spiritual cross, and follow after me daily. So he got beat, whipped. They hated him. They didn't love him. Actually, they threw him in jail. Does anybody want to throw you in jail? Because he said, follow after me. Conform to my image. Does anybody want to hang you from a tree, put holes in you, stab you, rip your beard out of your face if you have a beard? Does anybody want to put a crown of thorns? Not these little baby thistle TV, but into your cranium, thorns so thick, yeah, they went into his skull, hang you and stretch you back so you can't breathe, push you so far back that you feel like you can't even breathe at all. And the only way you can is just to barely raise up just to get a breath. You feel like you just a suffering over and over. Well, that's what they did to him. So I know. We want to go back to Aletheia, truth, hope, and dash spirit. Ghosts, remember? And we'll be out here. But don't worry, this is only a ticking time, like a flash in a pan. Life is just a mirror, a doorway, where one door opens, another one closes, another one closes, another one opens. It's just a passing of time. Is it just a doorway? It's not actually. Time is the clock above their head, but time is not some numbers in a circle pointed with a hand at a wall that tells time, huh? Think you're late to work, you better go punch the clock. Digits on a screen, that's not time. So there's a celestial firmament above our head. You can't get out of the clock or go into the clock. But some people think they can go to the clock or get into the clock or go out of the clock. God's in the sky, there's balls, and there's aliens in the sky. Alien is a word. See how lost people are, scorched. Don't worry about it. Scorched earth. Earth is a rule. He'll do it soon. He will. He'll burn the whole place with fire. That was the promise of the rainbow, remember? Seeding of this okey pokey sodomy, Lupercalia. They're ass worship, sodomites. They're all a bunch of, they love their Jesus, their ass Jesus. Their asses. He rode in on a donkey, but wrong Jesus. These people are on some other, remember, there's no J, but that's okay. Life is better without letters, isn't it? When it's just spirit, Hokadesh, and it's not like letters, because he said, hallowed be thy name. That means glorified, let up, raise up, like raising the roof, but anyways, up on the roof, some of us are watchers, but anyways, on the wall, if you will, but not literally on the fence, but no one side or the other. You got to pick a side. Remember, he said hot or cold, or I'll vomit you from my mouth. So, but yep, I hear you. It's the fight that we fight daily, die to self daily. Who shall ever come after me? Let them deny themselves daily, take up your cross daily, suffer, and follow after me. So you'll get picked up at the end of your life after death, and then you'll be given a new body without flesh, and then you get to be with Father, back to where you were, with just who you were, who you've always been, and who you'll always be. And then you'll go back to the little season, and you'll get your meat suit back that makes us sin. It's all in the scripture. Remember, when I return, no one know my agape. I'll make a new Shem. I've read it over and over and over and over and over, like an algorithm, and I got the results. I'm with you. I want to die yesterday. This country took my son and daughter from me, either kidnapped them or murdered them, and I can't even report them in America. So I hear you. I'm ready to go back to. That's the only way I might ever be with my son again. So I hear you, man. Fucked up world we live in, but hang in there, man. It's just flesh. Die to death, self, flesh daily. Don't love the flesh. Don't love the dirt. Love the word. Hokadesh. That's why you cling to it. So it's okay, man. I get tortured daily. Father torments me and menaces me and beats me all the time, every day. I have to live the rest of my life. I may even got my son killed by my own doings, not my physical, but what I didn't do. Didn't listen to him. So fuck America, and I'll be back. You can't be mad at me. Yeah, you can, but I'll be back anyways, like John Connor, like Terminator. So even if I go, I might get thrown in a rape cage, right? So who knows? I'm not worried about it. Jimmy Crack Corn. Can't serve two masters. I believe when you locked up your only friend in there, Jesus, like him, the destined to die at the hands of my enemy. I'm in drop tops like John F. Kennedy. Another pedophile, huh? Yeah, and you thought he was one of them, huh? Oh, you thought he was one of you. Oh, yeah, right. just like the old warp speed guy. So hang in there, Scorch. I don't know what, there's nothing here, but the word is Holkadesh spirit. So without flesh, it's better. So, but you have to endure. It will get better. He always saves the best for last. He said you have to endure the end and be saved. So he's the prize. Don't spend it here. You better have it securely fastened. So when you get to heaven, not above your head, it'll be there. Otherwise, he's the snare that lifts us out of here. It came in by your head. You can leave by your feet. Not a rapture. But we'll see if your treasure gets left, if it's securely, and it'll fall out of your pockets. Remember the snare that like around the foot? It came in through your head. You can leave by your feet. People forget how this works, but that's okay. They'll do their fake rapture, I'm sure. There's no such thing as rapture, but silly rabbit. Boing. Tricks for kids. Spring up in the New Year's. Pop goes the weasel. Oh my goodness. All right. I thought I'd come in here a little bit and let you guys know that I'm out of here. You should probably leave this country if you can. It's dangerous. They'll pull you over without a tail light and or your headlight out and shoot you if you possibly reach for your insurance. Move the wrong way. How's that a safe country? How's it a free country if everybody's in debt? Everybody's in debt. Either by slave or by fee-fi code, ordinance, mandate. I don't go on dates with men. Follow mandates, codes, or ordinances, but he said the measure you pour out, the law that the judge, you judge that you'll be judged. The measure you pour out on others will be poured back out on you. When he returns, you pour out a just measure. See, you did it to yourself. Boom, shakalaka. Yep, don't worry about it. Scorch, that ain't nothing. These people are afraid to die. Go live a little bit if you're afraid to die. Go a little bit. Go hang out by some waterfall. Go catch a fish or something. Go try to do something in the ether natural where Father still exists, not in this fake under ether, as is above, so is below nonsense. They've got this fake ether. It's all false. Go where there's no people, where you can't see anybody for hundreds of miles if you can, and then you're going to find Father. That's where he's at. So, because he's that still voice inside your head. He said to go a dark place in secret and pray. Pray means to have face-to-face time with Father, but I live in a place where I don't have neighbors. And I live way out in the country. I don't have, I can barely see my neighbors. So if they're, I'm saying they're miles, away. So, but I can, still see. But anyways, moving on. We got to endure the end because he's going to come back and pick up his purchased possession, but we're going to have to go through a lot of suffering, especially if we're not doing what the world is doing, because what the world is doing, 99% of the people on this rock are evil, because that's what the scripture says. Most people are evil. Most people enter by the wide gate and go through the broad way and are not willing to narrow. No, they will, pornea, their self-will. They do what they want to do. They don't have free will. Father knows what they're going to do. They have an option, but there's no free will. It's called pornea. But once again, they don't love the word. The word is Hokadesh. That's who we are. Flesh without the Father was, he said, I come in my name of my Father. Name is Shem. That's the word. So he is the word without flesh, right? Father. Christ is the word in flesh, but people don't get it. Hokadesh spirit. He said, before Abraham was I am. So that makes him, David declared him Lamb of God. That makes him Father of the Ram. But people can't get it because they do their transgender Jesus God. 3 genders in one God, one freedom tower. Knock down 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes and make a freedom tower. You guys got more In-N-Out than In-N-Out burger. Oh man, I want to grab any hamburger. Is that any burger up? I'll take a pause for the cause here. Pause for the cause. Oh, we got sausage. Okay, ooh, good deal. Yeah, that's a burger. And it's gonna make the burger. Looking right for us. There. on. Oh, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. You get to go to town today, huh? You get to go to town today. Yeah. I'll put us on pause here for a minute. All right. I might take me a pause for the cause here because I want to get myself something. What's it, like 3 in the morning or something like that? 4 o'clock? It's 4 in the morning when all the people are dead and sleeping and they're dead and they're going to all die and then wake up. Top of the day there, Nathan. I'm going to give me a pause here. I'm going to get something to eat in my belly. I'm going to have to go into town today, and I'm not looking forward to go to the town, but I got to get that vehicle looked at. So hopefully it'll turn out good, and they'll tell me there's not a whole lot to fix on it and won't be a big major deal. I mean, I'm taking it to the Toyota dealership, so I'm sure they're going to tell me it's a 1996, that it's got some issues, but as long as it'll drive to Ecuador or go to South America or just eat at least to Mexico, I'm hoping it'll make it down to Ecuador. I'm pretty sure if it'll make it to Ecuador, it'll make it all the way down there, but I'm going to get it done today. Yeah, keep going. Hey, man, listen, Scorch, hang in there. That's good that you know that your spirit and you yearn to go back to that, but this isn't that long, man. It's just do what Father tells you to do. If he's telling you to do something, we all have something we're supposed to be doing here. Kind of a uniqueness, not better than, but girded in his service. Do whatever he tells you. We all have to go share the gospel, no matter what. 2 things you're supposed to do while you're here, right? Serve him and serve him. And don't serve the eyes and don't serve the dirt. Don't serve the, I'm saying, serve him. Can't serve 2 masters, right? So just, he always declares 2 witnesses. So go out and do it. You'll know, because that voice inside your head it'll be like a freaking nagging thorn in your side, or like something like a rock in your boot. You just got to stop, pause, and take it out. You just can't. It will make you. It will rebuke you. So go do that. You know what I'm talking about. If he's inside you, then know exactly what I'm talking about. Keep doing it. If you've been doing what it is he's telling you, don't stop now. We're in sorrows now, man. This is going to get even harder at this point, but we can thrive in this environment. Some of us were bred to be here. This is our time. This is the remnant. We're here to earth. He birthed us for this time. So he didn't birth us in this past, although we have been maybe incarnate, but we're here now. We're here in this revelation. So get it. Or if you're not out of America, please try to leave the country. Try to have dual citizenship. I don't want to push anybody out here, but get the fuck out of America, man. This place is a horrid beast system, and it's strangling everybody, and they're about ready to turn it out to everybody. You're not going to run out of America and get away from the judgments that are coming, but at least you can be around some other people there are good people. I'm coming back to America. I'm just saying, I need a vacation. Like I said, they won't even let me report my son or daughter. This country has wronged me, and I'm a veteran who has an honorable discharge. I don't think it's honorable to serve the country, but can't serve 2 masters. So give me a moment, guys. I'm going to minute shorter cook. Won't take me too long here. I'm going to cook myself a hamburger or something here. Get myself some meat. In my belly. Did. Oh, man. Alrighty then. Put some mayonnaise or some, let's put some mustard on there, something like that. Mustard. Come on, hurry up, cook. Got her leg. Got her leg. If the chat attacks the streamer, I have to leave because I can't handle negative energy. Uh-oh. There's still cops watching. Yeah, the cops are always watching. You got that right. All right, me don't normally eat double cheeseburgers here, but I made a double cheeseburger. Mmm. Mmm. Onions. No, I'm going to sue for sure. I didn't want to, but they're taking me to trial, so I'm going to sue them. I don't want to, but I have to. Accountability. I hit my daughter with a grenade when she was sleeping from asleep, and then me in the face, my son and daughter. People are brutal. Oh, didn't want the taxpayer to have to pay. Oh. That's a pretty good burger here. Well, that burger now. Thank you, Father. They had plenty of chances to back down and do what they were, what they didn't. So, and they're still trying to throw me in jail. So, they're savages. The system is rigged. But they attack people who stand up for the law, for the right of the people. God will judge them when he comes back. Your Father will take care of all of them. They won't have the covering of sins for Shiloh, and they'll be under the Old Testament, the way the wages of sin is death. And there'll be some gnashing of teeth. My enemies to be turned to a pillar of salt. Mm-hmm. Get fire with them onions on there. I think I'm gonna leave the country before I get out of the country. Before I place my suit here, because I don't feel like it's in my best interest or my well-being to be in this country. Well, I'm coming back in the spring, but I don't know here in maybe 38 days or not. It's been a long ride for me. But a long road, long battle ahead of me. Yeah, it don't end here. I can tell you that. Probably the biggest mistakes the cops made that night, the state troopers, was leaving this grenade pen behind. This is fucking savage. These people are absolute savages. And this is my son and daughter's grenade pen. They grenaded them in their sleep, so I will file this lawsuit. I just hesitant to do it because they're not going to do anything to what's happened to my son or daughter, you know. Nobody wants to help them, so maybe a lawsuit will do something in their half, you know, to get some people off their ass and get the feds to start arresting some fucking judges and arrest some cops here, you know, and or they're going to have to get rid of me. So it'll all get worked out, though. It'll all work out. Father is in control. He does all things after his own counsel, for his own pleasure. So the measure you pour out will be poured back on you. You can't seek vengeance in this life. It's not how she works. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what time is she. 1:22. All right, so we still got a few more hours here. But it is good to finally know, you know, where this is going to go somewhere and not sit here and play this guessing game anymore with, you know, what if there's no more, what if I'm either going to jail or I'm not. So that's not in my hands. That's 100% for sure in Father's hands. So I can see, you know, there's some kind of light there. So it's something to look at, you know. So I just feel like I've been in this arrest mode, like house arrest. Can't even leave the state, can't go anywhere. You know, I'm chained here by men who came in here and shot my son and daughter, or, you know, grenaded my son and daughter, and then shot my son and grenaded me, and then tear gassed me, and I have a threat that they can come here at any moment and do it to me again, you know. It's been quite a terrorizing 18 months because they've been running over my property again. It's not like they haven't come out here and done it more. They've done it more than once now, so try to harass and menace me and to get me to go away and take a deal and be a little bitch, but I ain't taking no deal. So that's okay. Father has a plan for me. I can only do what he wants me to do. So today I got to take that vehicle to town and try to get it equipped to go on the road. Hopefully, they'll be taking the animals on the road. They love to go on the road. So I want to enjoy my trip. I want to get out of here as soon as I possibly can. I don't want to stay here any longer. I'm definitely not. My well-being is not. Nobody in this country is well-being is. This is a corporation. It's not a country. It's a business, and it uses the people to keep itself going as slaves, either by tax or putting them in jail. Prisons and county jails and private prisons, because there's more people locked up in America than all the other countries combined. So you have a better chance of getting locked up in America than all the other countries combined. So people just don't want to face the facts. But that's a statistic that you can't run from. So America's not some safe corporation or nation, nation. It's a corporation, but it's definitely not safe. A cop pull you over for having a headlight out, tail light out. Maybe you weren't paying attention. You were speeding. Next thing you know, you get pulled over and you reach for your license, or because you got in your pocket, now you're reaching for a fucking gun, right? Worst thing you do is have your license in your pocket and your registration in your fucking glove box. Now you're reaching twice. See? Shot dead because they feared for their safety. So how the hell is that safe? They don't do that shit to people in a lot of other countries. Hell no, they don't. Worst country in the world. So the most unsafe place, the easiest place to get locked up. But people they don't see it. But it's there. It doesn't mean that it's still not there. It's like your nose sits there in front of your face, but you don't see it unless you look down at it. So we're just in that world right now. It's that time. There's military on 20 plus states. There are going to be even more with this No Kings protest tomorrow. I'm almost 98, 99% certain that the Insurrection Act is going to be put in play after tomorrow. And that's going to change a lot of things on how you're going to be able to move. Got to keep pushing this police state on everybody, marching more and more down this police state. So, police state already here. Metaverse already here. So, many of the things are already happening. But you don't hear anybody in America talking about it. They're just, America's the good guy in America. Only in America's the good guy. Outside of America, America's the bad guy. We've been fucking everybody up for 50 plus years. So forcing everybody, whether they want or not, pay for oil. Just like, these citizens, even the citizens of the country just get taxed whether they like it or not. He sent Christ. Christ didn't like taxes. I can tell you that. He said, "You've turned my father's house into a den of thieves." And now the body's a temple. So our body is the house. And, tax his bride by debt slaving everybody under the oil dollar. We're going to pay. Rent's coming due in America. It's due already. So we're past due. They're coming to collect in America very soon. It's already here. I already see it. And I'm not talking about the government. They're all in one. They're in bed, but the people here, they've gotten away with being that living the luxuries of consuming 40% of the world's resources every year after year, decade after decade, with only 3% of the populace. We're a gluttonous nation, and we consume like no other nation does. So this is the whore. This is New Mystery Babylon that it speaks of in Scripture. So that statistic right there proves it, with all its tentacles, with the UN, the United, nations. Yeah, United, right? Like there's in the United States, but NATO and all its tentacles, they go out with 1,000+ military bases in all 180 countries and stomp the shit out of everybody, whether they like it or not, make them pay for oil with the US dollar. All people in America get to call themselves the good guy, the greatest of all time. Nonsense. So there'll be those that'll speak about it. I happen to be one of those people. I'm not going to go down in history and let these people just, not be brought up to attention, brought into the light. So that's what he says. Show them to the light. They're in the broad way and they're in darkness. Show them to the light. So I'm just doing what Father tells me to do. People don't like me. I'm not here to make friends with the world. So anyways, I was up for a little bit. It's been up for a couple hours. I just laid down a little bit early, got back up. So I thought I'd come in here and just shoot the shit here for a minute. Yeah, stayed a little bit before I go into town. I'm not looking forward to going to the city, but I have to do it because I have to get my vehicle looked at so I can try to get it prepared to leave the country. So I got some suspension issues going. I'm sure it would drive down there that way, but I need to have it right. I want to make a 3,000 mile trip and I want to make sure I'll get there and not, I want to break down my dogs and stuff with me. So hopefully Father will go easy on me, won't beat me, because I've already spent $100,000 this year on trying to defend my son and find him and all that, and I didn't do anything. Like I said, I can't even report his body kidnapped or my daughter kidnapped or murdered either. It's crazy, but that's the life Father gave me, so I'll have to deal with what he put in front of me. It's just the way it is. Life ain't Burger King, right? Can't always have it your way. So, all you ever had was a good time. How would you know what a bad time was? If all you ever had was a bad time, how would you know what a good time was? So he does that. He mixes it up for us. Some of us, a lot more hills to climb than little bumps or whatever, but it's what it is. He pours out a different measure on all of us. We don't all get the same measure, so he pours out a different measure, and then the measure we pour out on others will be poured back out on us. So try to keep that in mind. I probably won't stay in here too long. So I'll come back on later today. I'll probably go live stream today a little bit. I want to try to live stream somewhere out there do some man on the street. Maybe go do a couple man on the street. So I need to charge my phone up before I go, make sure it's fully charged. So appreciate you guys joining me here in the this is the part of the day that's my favorite. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it's quiet. 2, 3, 4. So everybody's sleeping. The world is mine. But it's when I get to be with Father. I feel closest to Father ever. Always have. So all right, much Agape. I'll come back in here and see you guys later, the Lord willingly. Maybe we'll be in the city. We'll do some kind of live stream. I'll try to throw up some kind of live when I'm in town. I'm going to be there for all day. I have to just wait there. So they said they need the vehicle all day. So I'll maybe do a live or two there if I can. So go do what you need to do. If you can get out of this country without anybody seeing you, slow and smooth, steady wins the race. But you don't have to leave in haste. There's a lot out there to be had. So even though you were the bad guy out there, just maybe if you show them, yeah, don't act like a stupid American, maybe they won't treat you like that. So all right, much Agape, Pastor Revelation. Thank you guys for the few that are hanging in here to the end. I'll see you guys on the flip side here. Stay in the Word. Be not of the world. Come out of my people. Okay, so armor up. Get your spiritual house ready. Get them loose boards in your ship. Your body's the temple, if you will. The ship. Let them steer the ship. So, all right, Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.